Welcome back! Today on Dialed In DIY, we're going to take a big step forward to figure out what makes these flashy shoes light up. It does seem like product manufacturers these days want to put LEDs inside of just about everything, but what really is at the bottom of making all these things work out? Well, I'm going to jump in with both feet, rip apart a couple shoes, and give you the answers as well as myself. Normally when I do these kind of what's inside videos, I'm looking to find out if there's a way to repair, repurpose, or just recycle. So I'm curious if there's any reusable parts on the inside, and by smacking them together, get a pretty good idea that they're going to work like the video I showed you about how these smash sticks work. So without further delay, let's jump in and start getting these things taken apart. I really don't know exactly how the mechanism inside is laid out, so I don't want to start cutting anything yet. I'm going to be a little bit more careful and slowly starting to take these apart one piece at a time until I figure out what I need to avoid with a knife. Because I'm taking that approach, it makes it a little bit harder for the camera to pick up exactly what we're looking at on the inside. However, when I do the second shoe, you'll get a much better view of actually what the breakdown to get into the mechanism looks like. So once I get the sock liner and insole removed, you can actually start to see the mechanism that's buried into the top of the sole itself. Obviously, for durability and function, they've had to really securely set these inside the shoe. They're kind of glued down into the sole, and they are a little bit tricky to pull out without potentially damaging the wires. So I am taking a more cautious approach to try to carefully lever out the wires, and then I will actually go about getting to this piece that you can see in the top picture, which is the battery pack and circuit board that makes the whole thing tick. Once removed from the shoe, it's pretty easy to see the simplicity and kind of brilliance of the whole mechanism here, and it actually does work pretty much exactly like I thought. If you're like me, you're probably thinking it would be nice to take the case apart and get a closer look on the inside of this, but at first glance, it's going to be a little trickier than I thought, so that's going to have to wait a couple minutes. For now, let's just go ahead and jog forward and dissect that second shoe. From this angle, it is truly much easier to see what's going on the inside of this shoe. You can see that in the top of the sole, they're actually built tracks into or molded into the sole where the wires and the whole battery pack for operating this are going to sit. That actually makes manufacturing it probably much easier because it's a simple place, push, glue. Both of these mechanisms are clearly sealed inside of this case. You can see right through it to get an idea of what's inside, including the battery and the trigger device that you see in the bottom. Kind of looks like a spring underneath that clear top. I'm switching cameras so I can give you an even better view of how this whole thing is put together, and you can see quite clearly that it is literally sealed inside. For each LED, there's a neutral white wire and then a colored hot wire that leads right to each of these white LEDs. If we look closer at the bottom of the pack, you can see the circle, which is the button cell battery, and then the spring mechanism I mentioned previously that is the trigger or switching device. I wanted to take a look at the end as well because you can see that since it is completely sealed, they had no way to shut off the battery power when this was in shipping, so it just constantly ran, which since this is a highly efficient setup with LEDs, that didn't matter. The shoe was going to burn out before the battery pack did. No matter how I twist and turn and zoom in or zoom out on this, I just can't quite get the look at this that I really would like to look close up, and that's because they've sealed this whole thing inside the case with epoxy, so it is solid. I am going to start to tear this thing apart to give a closer look at that because that's how I am, but first let's take a closer look at the lights in action. As mentioned before, each of the LEDs is a bright white LED, and you may be wondering, since it points to the outside of a shoe and you see different colors, how does that really work? That's because the pocket that the light goes into is made out of a semi-opaque colored material that basically works like a filter to change the color of the light when it flashes. I'm not gonna lie, trying to get inside that case was a marathon, not a sprint. The case cut apart comes off. You can flake the plastic part out, but as you can see, it leaves a solid block of epoxy resin. That actually protects the parts really well, but makes it really next to worthless as far as trying to repurpose the parts. Doesn't stop me from trying to dig a little deeper, so these are the views that I got after slowly working it down with a Dremel. I was able to slowly grind down through the epoxy and the top level of the case that held in the trigger or spring mechanism so that you can see it here. This one works actually the opposite of the smash sticks because the spring is on the outside and it's connected to one of the power leads, and on the inside there is a straight post that when the spring bounces and makes contact with, it triggers the whole mechanism to begin flashing. And there you have it. Those are the parts that are included in a flashing light-up shoe. I really can't say that I would take this apart and try to repurpose it for anything else, but you could always use the entire device intact or separate the LEDs and use them independent of the battery pack and trigger mechanism. I want to thank you all for taking time out of your day to walk through this breakdown with me of light-up shoes. If you could please do me a huge favor and click that thumbs up below to let me know you stuck through the video, and also go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click that bell for future notifications so you can see future Dialed In videos, because as always, there'll be plenty more Dialed In DIY to come.